I'm a Warriors fan, and this narrative that Klay Thompson is washed, I feel like, has been drawn out over the years. And people have been waiting just to say that he's washed. If you say he's washed this season, then in turn, you must also say that Klay Thompson was washed last season. Because this season and last season, and probably the season in which he came back from the injuries, he has been at the same level. He has not lost a foot. Now, this season, he has not been what we saw him as last season. Has he gotten worse? No. It's just the responsibility has gotten greater because Wiggins hasn't been playing at this high level, right? But now that we see Kuminga coming into being a superstar caliber player eventually, but right now I would say he's borderline all-star level. Let me not get too ahead of my horses, but if you know, you know. With Kuminga playing at this level and with Wiggins over the last 5 games getting his standing back, I believe Klay Thompson will be able to sit back into this new role. We saw the Warriors last night against the Pacers where they had a crazy great game where all it took was Steph and Minga and Wiggs, right, to have a good game, and G Santos also played good minutes. But all it took was that for the Warriors to be able to beat a playoff team, the Indiana Pacers. It didn't take Klay. And so once Klay gets into the mindset change of, oh, Wiggins isn't playing good, let me jack up shots, because you'll have moments where, and this is the moments where Klay shoots bad shots. I think it was 2 games ago. I don't remember what game this was, but Klay Thompson kept shooting these crazy, ridiculous reload threes. He would pump fake, shoot this crazy, ridiculous reload 3. He would pump fake then shoot this crazy, ridiculous reload 3. And it was ridiculous. But he's out on the floor with a lineup like Brandon Pujimski, Lester Quinones, him, and you put G Santos out there with Trace Jackson Davis, right? I don't think that lineup has touched the floor this season, but it's lineups of that caliber. Like, he's out there with Corey Joseph. I know he just got dropped yesterday, but it's those lineups in which the Warriors have no offense. Like, it might be Steve Kerr's fault a little bit because he's putting Klay out there, expecting Klay to be the guy that's going to generate offense. And Klay's just not that good. And he hasn't been that good since he came back from injury. But this season, Klay is not any worse than he was last season. He's had stretches. People don't talk about it, right? He went 10 games before this last 5-game stretch. 10, 15 games where he was playing amazing basketball. He's still nearly shooting it 40% from 3. It's like 39. He's shooting it lower from the field, like 42%, right? 43%. That's the problem, right? But he hasn't really lost a foot. The issue is they have been relying on Klay to be their second guy. And Klay is not a second guy for this Warriors team, right? The last time Klay was a second guy for the Golden State Warriors on a championship team was like 2015, folks. He's not that. He's a third option. And now that Minga is coming into fruition, right, I'm going to go on a run, right, a little rant, right, and this is a little prediction. I could be wrong, but I would assume that once Klay comes back from this little illness, right, with Minga and Wiggs playing great basketball, he's about to go on another 10-game stretch where nobody talks about it, where he shoots, 18 points per game, 45% from the field, 40% from 3, playing good basketball. People aren't going to talk about it, right? But he's going to play his role. He's not washed, right? People don't understand what it means to be washed. Klay's still at the same level than he always has been. From a basketball standpoint, he is. He has not lost a foot. You would have, I don't know what game we're watching, but if you watch Klay Thompson in the way that I watch Klay Thompson, he has not lost a foot. If anything, his confidence, his role, he's just not, if anything, he lost a foot when he came back from injury. He's definitely not as good as he was in 2019, and I'm not going to sit here and say that he is, right? But he hasn't lost a foot. What I mean is from this season or last season. He's lost nothing. He hasn't got worse since last season this season. He's at the same level. It's just role. And I think with Kuminga handling the ball more, if you watch the games, when Klay Thompson shoots off the catch, he does not miss. Literally every single time off the catch Klay Thompson shoots, he does not miss. So if Kuminga can be more of the point forward and he can be drawing double teams. I mean, a couple games ago, Kuminga drew a double team and left Curry wide open. I said, what? Kuminga's gotten that good where teams would double team him, and he'll just kick it to Curry. Against the Pacers, I think Kuminga had 4 assists last night. It was a really great game, really great showing. And I don't know if most of my subscribers even watch Warriors basketball. And so that's why I don't talk about my Dubs a lot, but I'm probably most qualified to talk about them because I watch every single game. And I'm going to start posting more videos about the Dubs, so as I grow more of a following, more people will know me for talking Dubs basketball. But I will tell you, man, Kuminga's getting really good. And if Klay can just work on catch and shoot with Kuminga running it, he's going to be great. If Wiggins will keep hitting these threes like he has over the last 5 games and just go to the paint, if Wiggins keeps playing with the drive that he played with against Philly 2 nights ago, you guys do not understand what we're like. This Warriors team, they have no problem with offense. It's their defense, but more than it's their defense, it's just their drive, and the pieces haven't been clicking. They've been needing just another superstar. That's just what it is. They just need another all-star player. And we've been looking around like, okay, maybe they go get marketed. Maybe they go get, Siakam. But now that Jonathan Kuminga is becoming what we needed. We needed just a guy. We just needed a guy besides Steph. Just one guy that can take care of things. Now we got Minga. All right? Minga's coming into that. He's a 20, 25 point per game scorer. He can do that. And I think he's going to do that in the playoffs. Because I think the Warriors are going to make it. Right? They're 1 game below 500 now. They've won their last 3 on the road. They've went on a road trip, and they went on a 4-1 road trip. They're not beating scrubby teams. They're beating good teams. Last 3 losses for the Dubs have been overtime, 1 point, right? So they're going to get to a point where they're in the playoff picture, right? And all it's going to take for the Dubs, all it's going to take is just effort and clicking and keep Minga doing what Minga's doing, right? Minga's almost like Eric Pascal was a few years ago, right? But he's just way better. And he reminds me a lot of LeBron. He's growing as a passer. He's going to be our guy. Steph is going to keep doing Steph things. Hooping like Steph's been hooping last 10 games, 5 games. Folks forgot. But, you know what I'm saying? He's not washed. He's never been washed. Still a top 2 point guard in our NBA currently. He is. I think Luka's a little bit better. But other than that, he's right there, right? It's the same. We're right here. The Warriors are a championship team still. All it takes is just to grow. And as you get Chris Paul back, you'll get GB2 help with your defense and your effort. He might probably take Lester Keon in a spot, even though Keon is just playing good. He's just not there yet, right? Klay comes back. You're looking at what you saw last night. My Dubs might be all right. That'll be it for me, man. Hope you guys enjoyed. I certainly did. More videos on the way, man. I've been pretty busy. It's just been taking care of things, man. And the last 2 weeks, I've posted once a week. This is not a thing that I will be doing regularly. I will get back to every other day posting. Problem is at least 3 times a week. But the problem is just doing a lot of stuff. But I've been watching the games. I've been educated on basketball, so I'm prepared to talk. It's just getting to the video is the hard part. But I hope you guys have watched all the way through. If you did, shout out to you, and peace out.